Everything I do hard. Y'all ain't rock like this in school ball. Pool halls, hustling niggas this too small. Then look this chick hard in the face, RuPaul. Another level, ain't nothing settled since growth started. Riding over they rose gardens, I came to pedal. Sell you the devil to find Jesus. Kind Jesus, mind reading for God's reason. The law's meaning gets hard.
As far as my thoughts on success, obtaining it and retaining it. I would just say, man, to everybody in the fight, which is life, on all levels, you gotta stay focused. To build anything that's gonna take a level of attention, you gotta earn it, you know. Everybody wants to be successful, but with everybody who's willing to put the work in, that's gonna separate the two. There's successful people, there's failures, there's strong people, there's cowards. And the simplest thing makes the difference of the two. That's the one that's willing and the one that's not willing. You gotta decide.
I got caught like this winded. But if you ever got caught like this, yo, the whole team beat you up in the locker room. Yo, you had to have your hand on your hip. And dudes know if you was an athlete, you got that strict coach. Is your hand on your head?
I remember.
Or hand on your hip.
I remember.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
All of this, slumped over.
Couldn't do that.
Nah, that's weakness.
For weak?
That's weak.
I fight one window, you rap niggas got info. Just don't know what you in for. Movie deal, label check, endorsement, I need all of that. She down her playing quarterback. Then I'm bad when I call him back. My new joint, they bought it back. Battle rap, y'all bought it back.
So when we was the first, you know, battling was just big on the street, you know what I'm saying? Like, I tell you, after the parties, we used to, you know, have ciphers and battles, you know, that was the thing to do. There was no internet, there wasn't even no DVDs out there with showcasing battle rap. I mean, Smack came along and did it because he got turned on to the culture, you know, with being in the vicinity, you know, but, you know, it was all word of mouth. You heard about dudes, just saw people, you know, talking about this was that guy, that was that guy, and you know, this was the thing, and that's kind of how I got my start. You know, I used to watch these names that were very prevalent, you know what I'm saying, just running around corner to corner, you know, just trying to get your name up, letting everybody know you was a force to be reckoned with in that battlefield. You know, so that's what we did. We walked through Harlem, you know, 20, 30 deep to your block, you know what I'm saying? You know, get it in. And that's how it was going down, you know. You know, the era came a little bit later with when it first started getting showcased on DVD. And that's how it spawned out, you know what I mean? The culture had, you know, walked into different demographics and cities, and, you know, they knew, yo, this was happening, it was prevalent. That's the thing about hip hop, man, it's just how CNN, you know, we communicate with one another in different ghettos, you know what I mean? We speak, you know, our language, and we let it be known how we giving it up. And it's a beautiful thing because it's information. It's all information.
Get under the wing. Generals live forever, but they remember kings. You gon' need to jump in this ring or get under the wing, but you never.
You gotta decide in yourself and your being. You gotta make a choice, and you gotta stick by that choice and be responsible to follow it all the way through. And that separates success and failure. It's that simple.
Know the code, nothing different than how we roll. Strictly vintage. With my niggas, plenty women. And what we own is strictly vintage. Follow code, that's
a lot of nada. What the nada? Yeah, I was gonna ask that too.
A lot of nothing.
You're right.
I do that, but they're like, why am I a lot of nothing? See?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to interpret it literally.
Nigga, loaded Lux in this motherfucker. That's my nigga. That's Harlem right there, nigga.
Bless King. Like you said, you ain't suffice. You know what I mean? And that's good. Yeah, that's a great thing. Don't ever be content. As far as I'm concerned, you know what I'm saying. That's why I think a lot of people get confused on the journey. You know what I mean? Society creates a standard of success, and once people feel like they've reached that, then they stop. you know, working to a level or at to their full out potential. But it's, you know, it's not something that's tangible, man. It's infinite. But I just want to, you know, thank you firsthand, because if you didn't do the work, you wouldn't have left a blueprint. You know what I mean? For those like myself that come behind you, and you set a bar. You see what I'm saying? That I can't allow myself to go under. You know what I'm saying? I can't. You know, straight up, no chasing. I wanted to, you know, give my perspective on the game, and you know how they say great minds think alike. You know, strength recognize strength. So I wanted to put dudes in the culture that I knew could keep inspiring, you know, them great minds. So that's what I did. You know, it was hectic at first, but I had this vision, you know, and I just had to run with it. I was overwhelmed with it, with the whole idea. And then, you know, you put things out there, man, you find it's like laws of attraction. I could always spot any forces of blackness, so to speak, if it was a threat. I don't know, it's the things the way you're filling out opponents, man, opposition, man. For some reason, I could always stand in a cipher. If it may be 4 or 5 of us, and I would just always know who had that ability, that lyrical ability, or was at least on my level, or if not, you know, higher. But I don't know, call it intuition. I could always feel it though. And the same thing applies today, you know, with every arena you walk in. It's almost like that guy that walks in the room and it's all eyes on them. It's something to do definitely with the aura, you know what I mean, that you carry with you. And to this day, you know what I'm saying? It's still one of the principal factors, one of the fundamental things that takes place or counts when you are in contention and you're in that ring. Got to be able to feel it. You know what I mean? You can have all the pieces of the puzzle. You can have the dopest lines, the dopest setups, and don't perform it. Don't deliver it the way people will resonate with them as, oh, you know. Feeling counts as much as logic. It's like when you got a man and a woman, you know, she feels, she has a heart, but he has a mindset. They bring the two together. You gotta be working on all cylinders, especially in that room.